we're back.
And we're back, everybody. Thank you for holding on. And now we're about to get into the news. Kind of what's been going on this week. Kind of a chill week, considering we have one of the biggest fights coming up of the year. Khabib versus Geathje. Some people got no chill.
Chill though.
Jon Jones. But
weird.
Overall, not a lot of drama. You know, some people do like drama all the time. So we're about to get into the news and next week's fights, which are UFC 254 pay-per-view. The early prelims will be on ESPN Plus, prelims on ESPN, main card pay-per-view.
Boo.
For our listeners, the fight will start at 2 p.m. on Saturday. So
don't miss it. Messing around.
Yeah, it's a pay-per-view. We might have to go watch it somewhere. I don't know. Or I might have to go somewhere. I don't want to catch COVID watching COVID versus Khabib.
So drop your address if you're in the Tampa Bay area, and we'll just come watch it through your window.
We'll be outside. I'll bring my my barbecue. We'll have a good time. But let's get into the news real quick. Whatever is going on real quick. Some big news. Vasil Lomachenko, dude, one of my favorite fighters. Boxing. This is boxing right now. One of my favorite boxers just lost. Nobody saw it coming to the Honduran kid called, it's kind of a weird name, Teofimo.
You gotta stop calling people weird, Josh.
Teofimo. Yeah, so Teofimo, Honduran descent, got a unanimous decision victory against the champion Vasil Lomachenko, and now he is the undisputed king with 4 belts. He has all the belts now.
Did they give him the crown too?
I'm sure that's another belt.
Just wrapped
He has like 5 belts here. He has 4 in that picture, but here in this video, he has 5.
Belts for days.
Undisputed, baby. So congrats to the Honduran champ, 23-year-old, 16-2, 12 KOs. Really, just a quick recap of that fight. The first 6 rounds, Teofimo Lopez put the work on Lomachenko. Lomachenko kind of just stayed away, and then Lomachenko tried to step it up the last 6 rounds, but Teofimo got the unanimous decision. So that's pretty cool.
I didn't watch that, so.
Yeah. Michael Chandler, that was directly after the UFC. But Michael Chandler, the UFC or ex-Bellator champion that's in the UFC, remember? We watched the video of him finally getting free from quarantine.
Yeah.
From his COVID test.
Yeah.
So he's finally done with the quarantine. He's been training nonstop. It's getting cloudy outside, messing with the light.
Sorry, I glow in the dark, so it'll be okay.
But right now, there's a little bit of drama with him because he's kind of bummed out that Khabib said that he's not on his level. But regardless, you know, he's there. I'm down to watch him fight. I really want to see Khabib versus Geathje, but
right.
He is there and he is ready to go. We also have Francis Ngannou complaining because, and I don't blame him. At first, I was like, "Come on, Francis, chill, bro. You'll get your turn. Like, stop complaining, whatever." He's complaining, saying, and he tweeted this, "I fought once for 20 seconds in the last 16 months. This sucks." And then he tweeted, you know, the heavyweight division needs some direction.
Yeah.
And he was scheduled to fight, or they had offered him to fight Stipe in December. But Stipe now will not be able to fight until March.
Why? Is he having surgery or
something? For reasons. I don't know. That they didn't say. They just say Stipe is not available now until March. So remember, he is a firefighter. He is doing things too. And he is, I don't want to say older, but he is older too.
Stipe?
You know? Stipe, yeah.
Honestly, though, it could be related to the fires. Like, Colorado's burning, Oregon, Washington, California. Like, maybe he's doing something with that.
Yeah. Could be, you know, it could just be health. It could be surgery. It could be anything. So, we don't know, but that fight is getting moved back. And again, I don't blame Ngannou at this point doing an interim belt. They do it for Khabib.
Like, he's restless.
They do it for Khabib every fucking year, you know. Like last year, Poirier was the interim champ. Khabib comes, he beats him. Then who was the interim champ before that? Khabib beats him. Then, you know, so.
They're like.
And now Geathje. Geathje is the interim champ because Khabib didn't fight for a whole year. So.
Khabib's getting bored calling the interim champ.
So honestly, give Ngannou an interim belt until Stipe comes back. Because I mean, it is kind of unfair to only fight once a year. And then what happened was too that while Ngannou was beating everybody up, going up in the ranks and earning his title rematch, um, the UFC said I make a lot more money with Stipe versus DC, and that's what happened. The UFC said everything's on hold in the heavyweight division. Stipe and DC fought once a year for 2 years, you know, and now is another year since So
That's so boring. Like
that was the UFC hooking up DC. Is not what made the most sense for the UFC in that case. That is what DC wanted, and the UFC said, "We will give you that. Thank you."
Which is cool.
So they held the entire division pretty much for a little bit. But, anyways, you got anything else on that?
No.
No. Yeah, it kind of sucks. But my girl Angela Hill is fighting Tecia Torres. She just got scheduled for a rematch for UFC 256. Angela Hill lost to Tecia Torres via decision. The Afro lady.
Hill. We love you.
Yep, she's awesome.
She's our anime girl, right?
Yep. No, she's not the anime girl. That's Modafferi.
Didn't she do something with
Well, yes. Hill does anime stuff. She's like super funny. Yeah. She has like the fro. She dresses up. She pretends to be like some dudes of the UFC. Yeah. Yeah, she is pretty hilarious.
No, she's great. I like her a lot.
She was in the Joe Rogan podcast also.
She's like a sweet person.
Yeah. Just a good lady. And so she finally got a fight. Hopefully she gets the win against Tecia Torres.
You can do it, girl.
We believe in you. We got you for her pick. Another big news that just came out. Anderson Silva, the Spider Silva, has one more fight scheduled against Ryan Hall. Oh, not Ryan Hall. Against Hall. And it's going to be his last fight ever. After that, he's retired.
Is he, though?
I'm pretty sure he's in his 40s right now. So Anderson, the Spider Silva, was the most dominant champion, I think, welterweight for a while. Mm-hmm. And then he kicked the leg that broke. Remember, like rubber?
Yes, I remember.
That's him. He got beat by Weidman, out of all people, twice. That's when he was like, "Oh, he hit me," and then he got hit. So he lost to Weidman twice in stupid ways. But after that, he kind of takes some time off, comes back, fights Adesanya, loses, gets scheduled against Hall. That gets canceled like 3 times. We're on the 3rd attempt right now. So he just confirmed. He's like, "You know what, guys? I am done. Like, I appreciate, he cried after Adesanya fight, like, just happy to be back because he loves it, but at the same time,
He's not going to keep healing well,
No, and it's tough.
But
Uh-oh.
I hear the children.
That sounded like kids coming. All right, I'm going to continue just so...
Quick news! Hurry, quick news!
I was going to talk about Mike Perry, but we're going to skip that. He just has some drama with his ex. His ex... Actually, I'm going to say it. Fuck it. His ex... Platinum Princess, whatever. She has a new name now. I forget what it is. It's Princess something. But
Broke Princess.
She went with and found some media and to give her story about
nobody's princess
about Mike Perry. So basically, articles about to come out talking about Mike Perry being uncontrollable and getting too drunk and being crazy. So Perry's like, "Listen, guys, I know there's an article coming out about me. I get it. And yes, I've admitted that I had an alcohol problem. I admitted that I have anger problems. But during therapy, which I am attending and graduated, I've realized that some things are more important. And I am happy now. And I'm trying to start a new life. So I wish her the best."
I don't understand. Like, I don't want to go down the rabbit hole here either. But, like, when you have a relationship with another person who is a fighter... Like, it is their job. It is what they do. It's what consumes them. It's what drives them. I'm not excusing his behavior that he's admitted to or whatever, but, like, that's, like, his world, right? And then you're not together anymore. You've settled your differences.
Yeah, I don't understand why she's still trying to get, like, media really off of
Well, I feel like most people... I don't know much about Mike Perry other than what I've seen in, like, news or whatever, and people trying to, like, goad him into other things, but... Yeah. Leave him alone. Let him do his job. Let him work on himself.
He's happy with his baby
Let
mama.
him have his baby with his girl and just leave him alone. And quit being fucking petty. Honestly. Nobody's princess. Nobody wants to hear your damn bitching.
Boom.
Jesus.
Wasn't even me that said it. All right.
Moving on.
Moving on.
I got you, Perry.
This is the last piece of news that came out. This was a little bit of drama last week too, with Conor McGregor retweeting. So I didn't read his tweets because I thought he was just retweeting what he tweeted after he lost to Khabib. I don't know if you remember, but when he lost to Khabib the first, or the only time when he lost, he posted round 1, I was winning here, here, and there. He only did this. Round 2, I was winning until he got me with his mermaid rap. Rap 3, I won that. Look at my strikes, elbows. Like, that's what he did.
Yeah.
Round 4, barely had me. Round whatever, I tap, but not really.
He like refed his own fight after the fact.
Yeah, basically, and he said why he was winning.
Wow.
So he just retweeted last week. I say retweeted, but it's not true. He just tweeted brand new tweets last week, but they look exactly the same.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm not reading this bullshit because I know what he said already.
Yeah.
But eventually, I caved in because most people are posting it, and I'm like, all right, what is he saying? And it's brand new. It's brand new, crazier BS. I'm not even gonna go into it, but he's like, basically around 1, 2, and 3, I won this and that. And I'm like, bruh.
Move on.
Bruh. No.
Move on, dude.
No. And, and I don't know. And what's crazy is that he tweets that and people immediately start repeating it. I'm like, did you guys forget the fight? That's not what happened. Like, I'll give Conor a round, 100%. I'll give him round 3. I'm not not even 100%. I'll just give it to him because I can see he did more damage in that round.
But it's over with. It's done with. Like, you're not gonna go back and
we're talking
change
about
that.
a fucking round, bro. You lost the battle. It's over.
Yeah. No, you lost the war.
It's over.
Like, yeah, it's over.
Finito. But
moving along.
The
tea that's spilling in this episode.
So, should we talk about Jon Jones real quick?
I feel.
So we've been in contact with several UFC champions, in the last couple of weeks, including Volkanovski. That's really it. We've just been in contact with Volkanovski, Alexander Volkanovski, the great. And then Jon Jones sent us a DM yesterday.
Yeah.
And he was super offended and super salty that I said that, in my opinion, democracy America, in my opinion, it is kind of weird for the baddest man on the planet, which used to be Jon Jones. Now it's not him anymore. Now it has to be Stipe or Khabib or Khabib.
Here, I'll show the picture. Which
he posted that picture, which is
cool
super cool.
Picture, great picture. We love you, dog. We think it's cool that you have hobbies. We shot those guns before in the military.
Yeah,
we did it.
So basically, I posted. I don't even remember exactly, but basically, it was just saying it's kind of weird how the baddest man on the planet has so many guns and dogs
to protect him.
To protect him, or it's weird how he has so many guns and dogs, considering he's the baddest man on the planet.
Yeah, it wasn't meant to like call him weird or anything like that, but
and then Jon Jones,
boy.
I guess he was upset because out of the 3,000 comments, 1,000 comments in that bitch.
Yours didn't say he was legend.
He was because everybody's like, oh, I am legend, or Far Cry vibes, or
right.
What's that other game with the nuke symbol? I forget.
I don't know.
Fallout.
Johnny Bones.
Fallout vibes and all this, and everybody's like on his gobbling, and I just made a comment that wasn't like everybody else. Like, kind of weird. You have so many guns and. By the way, that's not just a dog. That's an attack dog.
Yeah, that's a Malinois? That's an attack
like a
dog,
Dutch.
and he trains it in German, right?
Yeah, to
with
attack.
A choke chain and everything. Mama's gonna sum this up for you, Johnny. We think it's cool. We like your hobbies. We support your extracurricular activities. But
not all of them. Not the cocaine, the hookers, the dick pills, the testosterone, the cheating. Not all those.
I don't care about any of that. You do you. However, if being called weird is the thing that sets you off, stop running your mouth about other people and saying nasty shit.
So basically, he just got in our DM saying it's just rude. Oh, it's not nice to call people weird. And then he just blocked us completely. Actually, he didn't even block us. He just what do you call that? When you don't block somebody, the other one, restrict.
Yep.
He restricted us. So I couldn't even unfollow him, but he still shows like I'm following him, which I don't know. I'm like, bro, I'm following you in 3 other accounts. Are you serious? Why do you have to do that? ClubhouseMMA has 500 followers. Are you worried? Because I had an opinion
Some people can dish it, but they can't take it, and they're just salty.
Hey, listen, I have a gun. I have a dog. I'm not the baddest man on the planet, but I
think
still
you're
don't
the baddest man on the
thank you.
planet.
But I still don't think I need to use him all the time.
Right?
But either way, I'm sad, Jon Jones. You
You made my husband sad, and that's not okay with me.
You blocked me for having an opinion, which is kind of shitty. And saying that it's weird, or I'm sorry, that it's not nice to call people weird, is nothing compared to all of your blunders. But we're not going to bring them up. I already brought some up. Regardless, moving on to UFC 254.
You're dead! You're dead! Johnny Bones, you and I have unfinished business.
We'll go to Albuquerque.
I gotta train Ace though, because, you know. I'm gonna leave my dog at home. I love him too much. Moving along.
Okay, pull up the fights. You got the fights?
Okay,
the fights are Saturday, October 24, UFC 254, starting at 10:30 a.m. for the early prelims. The prelims are going to start at noon, and the main card will start at 2 p.m. So, early prelims. There's 2 fights in there. I'm interested in one, the female fight, the women's flyweight between Liana Jojua versus Miranda Maverick.
Okay.
Miranda Maverick doing her UFC debut.
I was going to say, we have a no photo here, so she must be new.
Yep, she's coming from Invicta. She has a record of 9-2. She's, in her own words, I'm a super Christian. So, okay. So she's like, so I know when I step in the octagon, I got nothing to fear.
Except for your opponent's fists.
I'm like, all right.
See how that's a great training plan, and I hope it works out for you.
But doing research for the podcast and whatnot, I saw some of her fights. She's a decent ground and pounder, which is kind of cool. So I actually got her to win this fight, 9-2, based on what I saw. Liana Jojua, I saw her fight, and she has a win in the UFC. She's coming off of a win, and it was a submission.
I know nothing about her, so
yeah, no, that's fine. I mean, these are again early prelims. Not everybody knows. I'm just kind of telling what the listeners what I'll be looking for. I may not tune in. I may not tune in exactly at 10:30, but I'll tune in like at 10:45 to catch the flyweight division fight. In the prelims, moving on, we have a couple of fights that are cool here. We have Young Da-un 13-2 versus Sam Alvey, kind of like last week where we had the up and comer fighting the veteran. Sam Alvey is 33-14. Yeah, so like 47 fights in the UFC. I'm sorry, not in the UFC. 47 professional fights as an MMA fighter. 34 years old. Pretty young, I think. Versus
practically a baby.
And Alvey is coming of a 4-fight losing streak.
That can go one way or the other. Maybe he's like this is it. Like I have to fight like my heart out, or he's gonna be like.
That's kind of what happened a couple of weeks ago with Carlos Condit. Remember Carlos Condit, old school fighter, also on a losing streak, gets a win against an up and comer. So
we'll see.
Either way, between Sam Alvey and Young Da-un is coming off of 2 wins and signed with the UFC just last year. So
congratulations.
So who you got in that one? I have to go with Da-un with the younger guy.
I feel like he's probably gonna win, but Sam Alvey looks so happy in his picture. I kind of want him to win.
He's dad. You know,
his dad. He's chilling at home. Smile, like.
Hey, you can pick
Sam,
him.
I got you.
There you go. All right, for the welterweight division, here's somebody that we saw fighting in person. A guy that says no to anybody. Alex Cowboy Oliveira. We saw him fight Mike Perry. Were you there for that one? Or?
Nope, that was when you went with your dad and your sister.
UFC Miami. He fought Mike Perry.
I was home with the children. Pow, 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 pow.
Thank you for your support.
You're welcome.
To Clubhouse MMA podcast. Wasn't called that back then. It was just called I Want to Go to a Fight.
Sparkle in your eyes.
But it was the start of Clubhouse MMA podcast. But anyways, Alex Oliveira, I love that guy. He's super happy, always very jovial, dancing, happy dude.
Yeah.
He fought not even too long ago. I think he's coming. Yeah, he has 2 wins.
Okay.
Both wins by decision, sadly, but he always puts in a fight. He doesn't back out.
Okay,
He's a banger.
Him.
Great fight, yep. But he's welcoming the undefeated Shavkat Rakhmonov. or something like that. Also, brand new undefeated debut, and the guy has always finished every fight. So that's kind of rough. He has the new guy, again, Rakhmonov, again, undefeated, 7 KOs and 5 submissions. So he's finished every single. So that's kind of rough.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. In that one, again, we'll see. Like you said, this is about to test the level of people that the other guy's been fighting. If he dominates Oliveira, welcome to the UFC.
You're right.
You got this. We'll see you.
We'll see what happens.
We'll see you in the top 15 in a while. But that's that. Another fight that I carry there is Wood versus Casey Kenny. Casey Kenny is the UFC redneck.
Literally, when I saw him, I was like, Kenny Chesney, is that you?
No, he's like the UFC redneck. That's kind of like his little thing because he is from the woods. He is a redneck. These are his own words. He is a redneck, and he's fighting with Reebok. So he's like, what the hell, Reebok? Where's my camo shorts? Because Reebok doesn't make camo shorts. And people have asked before, and they're like, no, we're not doing camo shorts. But he's like, give me my camo
Did they do
shorts.
it?
Reebok agreed after his last win. I think he's coming off 2 wins. Let me confirm.
Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah.
Kenny, yep, coming off 2 wins. So after his first win, he's like, come on, Reebok. I want my camo shorts.
I want my camo shorts.
And then after the second fight, it came out that, yes, Reebok is making him, just for him, a limited edition camo shorts.
Sorry.
UFC camo shorts.
Good looking out, Reebok.
So good for... so that's kind of funny for Casey Kenny. Casey Kenny, like I said, is coming off of 2 wins. And Wood is coming against a win. Just a single win. And his previous loss was against Dodson.
Okay.
Which is a UFC veteran. I had him to win against Dodson, but Dodson kind of...
I think that Kenny's going to win.
You got Kenny?
I think by the power of his backwoods shorts that Reebok has made for him.
If we look at the stats, 29 for Kenny versus 27 for Wood. Height, Kenny is 1 inch higher. Weight, the same. And reach, Wood has about an inch. So they're about even. They can't be more even than that. So you go with Kenny?
I got Kenny.
I got Kenny too. That's cool. I like Kenny. I have him on Instagram. He's pretty funny.
I can't say anything because it's literally like every person I grew up with going to school.
All right, the last match in the heavyweight division.
Stefan Struve? Is that right?
Or Struve, I don't know.
Struve and Tai
Tuivasa.
Okay.
So Tai Tuivasa is a big favorite. He has like he's Australian, but he has like the New Zealand tattoos.
Ooh.
He has like the big belly. He's a heavyweight, so he doesn't look skinny. He has like a belly, but he has like all the tattoos in his thigh.
What? Okay.
He's pretty cool, but he's on a slippery slope. He is coming off of, I believe,
3
losses. No, he has 3 losses, but in his last couple of fights, I think he's coming off of a couple of losses. Here, So he lost because he started the UFC really good.
Okay.
With a KO, yep, and then he lost to Junior Dos Santos. Then he knocked down Arlovsky, knocked down Asker. Then he lost to Spivak. Then he lost to Ivanov, and here we are. So he's on a 2-fight losing streak, and the way the UFC is rolling lately, he's about to get cut. Like if he doesn't win this fight, oh yeah.
Come on, Tai.
I love Tai Tuivasa, but he's fighting Stefan Struve, which once again is 33-12. And the dude is 6'9" and has better reach by 10 inches. So kind of a hard test for Tai Tuivasa. Good thing he's a knockout artist, but
I don't like it.
Yeah, it's a
Tai's gonna win.
I got I got Tuivasa. I really like him, and I think he has the the skills to move forward in the UFC. But his opponent is gonna be hard fighting a dude that much taller and 10 inches in reach on you.
It's okay.
It might get ugly quick.
Right. All right. Main card, because these kids have been quiet for far too long.
Yeah,
I don't know what's going on out there. It's almost as bad as when they interrupt.
Who's the first fight?
Gosh, there's so
I'm trying
many.
to pull it here.
Magomed.
Ankalev.
And
Kutabela.
Yep. That looks
All right.
right.
So the story behind these two is that I think back when we were in Colorado, I want to say that long ago.
It's been a minute.
It's been a minute. Ian Kutabela and Ankalev. Yeah, I'm gonna look it up so I'm not wrong. Basically, they were fighting, and Ian was playing possum.
Like he was laying on the ground pretending to be dead?
No, it was just last year, I guess.
Define playing possum.
So what happened? Sorry for being quiet there for a second, guys. So what happened was Kutabela versus Ankalev. Kutabela starts doing this like showboating, kind of like Anderson Silva.
Yeah.
And Kutabela and Ankalev actually connects once or twice, but he's just pretending. Like almost everybody knows he's pretending because he's like over the top.
Yeah.
But the referee looks like his baby is drowning. Like, oh God, I almost saved this guy. So
didn't he call the fight?
The referee steps in without getting hit anymore. Like Kutabela didn't really get hit. It's just that they exchange punches. They both hit each other, and then Kutabela is like acting like, ugh, like falling side to side.
Mess around during the fight, like
wasn't defending himself, which he really was. I mean, he wasn't. His hands were down. But you know what I mean. Long story short, the referee steps in, stops the fight, thinking that Kutabela is totally stunned and out of the fight.
Well.
After that, they tried to reschedule the fight multiple times. It hasn't happened, but we finally get to see it. So I'm pretty excited.
Leave your sarcasm outside of the ring, though. You're going to get in trouble.
Yeah, so I'm pretty excited to see them fight. And that's a rematch, like I said. They fought last February 29th. And Ankalev won that one.
Okay.
Okay, next.
Lauren Murphy and Lilia Shakarova.
All right, so Lauren Murphy is coming off Shakarova's UFC debut, right?
Yeah.
And she's undefeated too, or what's her record? Yeah, no, what's her record?
8-1.
Yeah. So I couldn't find much on that new lady, the Ankalawa lady, but we do know some things about Lauren Murphy. We do know that she beat...
Did we see her fight?
Yep, we saw her fight Andrea Lee.
Okay.
The pretty, like, cowboy blonde girl that has, like, the cowboy hat.
I don't recall.
We also saw her fight Andrea Modafferi. She beat Modafferi, the Dragon Ball girl.
Okay.
So look, if you look at the stats, she beat Modafferi.
Yeah.
And she beat Andrea Lee, the pretty blonde cowboy girl that's so like always wearing boots and cowboy hat. I don't know what else to say about her, but
fake country.
I don't know, fake, but she ended up beating her. So Lauren Murphy is definitely a threat. She's on the older side of things at 37 years old. But she put a good display against Roxanne, and Roxanne has been doing really good lately. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know who to pick on that one. Do you have any preference?
I do not.
Yeah, I might have. I don't know.
There's a couple of new fighters.
I don't know anything about the new up-and-comer, so I'm just gonna go with Murphy because we've seen her fight. We know she's tough. That Andrea Lee fight, Andrea Lee should have won. That was a split decision, and it was a robbery. Everybody was upset about that. So I don't know.
I've got the new girl out of this, so I can argue with you.
All right. Next, we have the middleweight bout between Jacob Malkoun and Phil House. Again, don't know much about that guy. That guy is a brand new guy coming into the UFC.
Jacob is new.
Jacob, yep. I'll post the If You Didn't Know, Now You Know from Dana White coming up today or tomorrow.
With the new board.
With a new board.
Which we love, Dana. Looks good.
We appreciate you upgrading a little bit, although it still looks like a... You know, I'm not even going to say it looks perfect.
Look, Johnny Bones, look how you handle criticism.
Yeah,
you do better. You make a better board.
That's it. Even if it's a little weird.
We're going to disappear. If we disappear, it was Jon
Jones. It was Jon Jones' fault. The next fight. We have the heavyweight bout between Alexander Volkov and Walt Harris. This is a crazy fight. Walt Harris, I think he's coming off of a single loss. I think he's the guy that we saw that the UFC put up like the whole display about his daughter dying early.
For whom?
Walt Harris. His daughter died in a car accident, remember? He ended up losing that fight that night.
No. She didn't die in an accident.
Was it sick or something?
I think. And let me check quickly.
Right, I'll let you Google that while I talk about the stats real quick. So Walt Harris is coming off of a single loss.
I'm so sorry. Didn't he fight Alistair Overeem?
Yep, he lost to Overeem.
His daughter was murdered, I think.
Something like that.
And it was terrible.
Yeah, if you can just double check it real quick. It's Walt Harris' daughter, but Harris is coming off of a loss to Overeem. However, he is overall 13-8. He's been in the UFC for a minute, and he's also beat people like Olenek, Spivak, and Spitz.
Yep.
And then Alexander Volkov is also coming off of a loss. He's lost to Curtis Blades and Derek Lewis, which is who he lost last time. If you guys remember, Volkov took him to the ground, and Lewis put in the work on the ground, showing he's the baddest blue belt in Texas. And but Volkov has beat Fabricio Verdum and Greg Hardy. So, do you find it?
Yeah, so his daughter, his 19-year-old daughter, was murdered. Like, that was just...
Kidnapped too, right?
Yeah, kind of. But, like, the whole story is just really heartbreaking. And, like, I don't even know what to say. Like,
yeah, so
that gets me in my feels.
Last fight, that was fresh, and the UFC talked about her a lot during the fight. Yeah. And he ended up losing, but there was a lot of respect during that fight.
That fight, like, if you haven't seen that fight between Alistair Overeem and Walt Harris, I would say go and check it out. Like, maybe we can post a link or something. I don't know. That was such an incredible fight to watch, and just to see how the two of them interacted. Honestly, I wanted Walt to win.
Yeah, we all
However,
did. Overeem put
it made me such a fan of Alistair Overeem, watching him how he handled himself.
Mm-hmm.
Like... He is probably my favorite UFC fighter.
Overeem?
Yeah, I think so. Like, I just have so much respect for him and how he handles himself, so, yeah.
Nice.
I love you, Overeem. In a platonic way, because your family's awesome, too.
You following her family?
Heck yeah! He has two of the most, like, his little girls are so beautiful with their curly hair. It reminds me of our daughter.
Nice.
I'm a fan.
Alrighty, let's finish it up with the co-main event. We have Robert the Reaper Whittaker.
Now I have to get back in there.
From Australia or New Zealand, whatever he chooses to claim. Nobody cares except that designer likes to bitch about that. But Robert Whittaker...
He's like, fake. Don't even know where
Actually, no, I'm going to add a sign to the side now. So, champ! I get it. Whittaker shouldn't claim both sides. But,
DM us.
But Robert Whittaker from Australia, fighting Jared Cannonier. Basically, what's going on here, Whittaker was an ex-champion, if you remember. He was a champ. He defended the belt multiple times.
Okay.
Fought Joel Romero twice in a row.
Did he win?
He won against Joel Romero twice in a row.
Romero is a beast.
Yes. He's beat Hermanson. I'm sorry, not him. He's beat Till, his last fight. Whittaker was against Darren Till.
Okay. That
was a crazy fight. No losers in that fight, although Whittaker won. He beat Romero, he beat Souza, he beat Derek Bronson, who also had a crazy KO. The guy that stands like this, Derek Bronson. Well, he does like the muscle pose like this.
Okay.
Except he's a little bit bigger than me.
I thought you meant like it was one of his fighting stances. I was like, I don't know how that's going to work for you, but okay.
That's just his move.
Got it.
All right, and then he's fighting Cannonier, dude, which Cannonier is a complete monster beast.
He looks like it.
Dude, he is incredible. He has wins over Branch, over Hermanson, which is my boy, and that fight traumatized me.
Dang, he's 36.
And he
there you go.
Which one?
Cannonier.
Cannonier is interesting. Cannonier was I don't want to say this respectfully. He was very fat back in the day. When he started MMA is because he was overweight. So he started just going to the gym, doing kickboxing and stuff.
I can relate.
As time went by, he started his MMA career as a heavyweight, over 260 pounds.
Yeah.
Eventually, he moved into light heavyweight, and now he's fighting for the middleweight division. He just keeps losing weight, and every time gets more shredded.
There you go.
But Cannonier is a beast. He lost to Glover Teixeira, lost to Blachowicz, which is the current middleweight champ, and to Reyes, which beat Jon Jones, because Jon Jones lost to Reyes, for sure.
Weird.
And to DC because of steroid use and eye pokes and illegal moves. But whatever. We're not talking about it. No.
We're not salty.
Yeah, we're not salty. Ah!
We're in so much trouble.
It's all good. It's all good. We're not saying anything that is not true.
Facts.
Anyway, it's continuing. So Robert Whittaker, like I said, is coming off of a single win against Darren Till. Before that, he lost to Adesanya. Cannonier is in a 3-5 win streak. And again, he's a beast, dude. Like his last fight against Jack Hermanson. Remember Jack Hermanson? He beat Jacare Souza. I think you might have seen that fight, but I love Jack Hermansson. He's just super cool dude, like Dutch, Holland, whatever from over there. And dude, when he fought Cannonier, Hermansson would punch Cannonier, and Cannonier would be like, "Nope, nope." Kicks, nope.
Like dodging them or absorbing them?
He would take all of it, but like do like no damage. Like it looked like Jack Hermansson did no damage.
Yeah.
It was scary to us. Like I said, it traumatized me.
Maybe he's a witcher.
Could be. He took a little potion or something beforehand. But honestly, this one's really hard to pick.
You thought I was gonna test for witcher potions?
Don't forget, you can always hide under the ring, everybody.
Weird.
Anyways, who do you got? Robert Whittaker, the ex-champ. Last fight versus Till was money.
I got Jared.
Everybody says Whittaker has taken too much damage in his time as a champion and all that, but
yeah, I don't know. I've got Cannonier.
You got Cannonier?
Yep. Okay, let's talk about the next fight.
All right, I want Whittaker to win, but I think Cannonier is gonna win this one. I got Cannonier just because he looked incredible last fight, and Whittaker can be a little bit hasty and a little not hasty. How do you say that when you're just making rash decisions?
Yeah, hasty.
A little bit hasty in his fighting style, and that's what got him knocked out against Adesanya. But yes, main event: Khabib, the Eagle Nurmagomedov versus Justin, the Highlight, Geathje.
I refuse to choose somebody.
You have to. This is it. We have to.
Okay.
I've been back and forth for the last, since they got scheduled.
It's
maybe
true.
Geathje, maybe Khabib.
It's true.
I want Khabib to win all the time, but I was like, well, I think Geathje's
Well,
you're
in luck then, because that's what he does. He's obliged. I think Khabib's gonna win, but I don't know.
Geathje has a great mindset. You know, even when he won the interim belt,
he is a brilliant fighter.
He's a brilliant fighter. He's great in every way.
He is. It's gonna be like watching two people who are champions at chess play, and you really don't know what's gonna happen. I would say, if you look at statistics alone, Khabib is gonna win, but
yeah, this is very interesting because Geathje is a knockout artist, but he's also a great wrestler.
Mm-hmm.
So we know he has the power to knock Khabib out, and so did Conor, but Conor couldn't knock Khabib out, and Conor did get Khabib with a couple solid punches to the face, and Khabib just kind of brushed them off.
He's like, get out of here.
Khabib is pretty good at running away. If Khabib gets rocked, he's not gonna sit there. He'll run away and throw some weird. He has weird angles which benefit him.
Yeah.
But I don't think he's gonna trade. And honestly, guillotines have been working a lot lately. People have been getting caught in guillotines for the last couple of weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Khabib, we know he's gonna shoot, and he said it. I'm gonna shoot, and if I miss, I'm gonna shoot, and then I'm gonna shoot, and then I'm gonna shoot, and I'm gonna shoot. That's it. So they both know the game plan. Geathje said his game plan. Geathje said that his plan is to, if Khabib wants to fight, he'll fight. If he wants to shoot, they'll grapple in the middle.
In the middle of the ring.
He's not going to the fence at any times.
Yeah.
And that's it. So they both have their game plans. Yeah. They both have their plans.
And they're not shy about telling each other because
it's pretty straightforward.
It's just going to come down to, in the moment, what happens.
Yeah, and they both respect each other. We just saw this morning the media conference, and they're both very respectful. Yep, you know what? I can't say anything about Khabib. This is Geathje. I can't say anything because he's told everybody what he's going to do.
Yeah. And
he does it. So I can't be mad that he's saying he's going to do it to me because... Yeah.
They both have a lot of respect for each other, and this is...
And goals, too.
Yeah.
This isn't... You know how sometimes fighter, for example, Whittaker. Whittaker is a fighter that he's not, very out there, very media.
Mm-hmm.
So he got burnt out being the champ with the media and all the attention. And to him... I'm just defending the belt again. Here we go. Kind of like Woodley. I'm the champ. I just go to train. I do what I do. Who cares? You know what I do after? I'm the champ. All I need to do is polish my... None of them have that attitude. No. Geathje wins the belt, throws it in the ground.
They're hungry.
Picks it up later.
They're hungry for this, both of them.
Geathje wants to be the champ, and he's not stopping at all. And Khabib... If Khabib was burnt out, and he was like, another fight. I'm kind of bored with this. His life just got turned upside down by his father passing away, which gives him brand new motivation. I don't want to say new strength, but at least brand new motivation. You know what I mean? To be
But I don't feel like he ever had reached that point to where he was like bored with it. I feel like he's so determined. This is his calling. This is his life. Like,
I'm just saying, as humans, sometimes we kind of like get a little burnt out with things. You know, he's been doing this training nonstop since he was like a baby. You know what I mean? So, just as a person, I imagine that at some point he said, another fight, you know. And sometimes he didn't look too excited. Like back before he was as famous, like he was always like, "Yeah, I'm fighting, yeah." But you know, my point is that both guys are in a good mind space. None of these guys are going in there to just, you know, oh, this is just competing, my bro. Let's see who's better.
Well, not just that.
Geathje says, "I'm there to deal damage," and Khabib says, "I'm there to get you tired and choke you."
Yeah,
that's it.
It's what Dana said, that this isn't one of those situations where it's two guys who have beef with each other, where they're running their mouths or whatever. This is literally two artists doing what they do best, and whoever's the better whatever is going to win. So.
Yep, so we'll see whose will gets imposed this Saturday at 2 p.m. in the main card. So
I have chills. Like, I can't wait for this fight.
This fight will probably happen around 4 o'clock. Early prelims starting at 10:30 a.m. Prelims starting at noon, and the main event starting at 2.
I knew there was a 2 in there somewhere.
ESPN, you can catch the early prelims and the prelims. Main card, pay-per-view only. So we'll see how we watch that.
Drop us your address.
We'll have a watch party. And you got anything else for these fights?
No, I don't.
I'm excited to see Khabib and Conor finally face off. If Khabib wins...
Khabib and Geathje.
Khabib and Geathje, I'm sorry. If Khabib wins, who knows who his last fighter is going to be. Fucking Georges St-Pierre, make up your mind, homie. Are you going to fight Khabib or not? Like, one day he's like, yes, I'm cutting weight. Look at me, eating sushi. The other day he's like, no, I can't do this. Khabib's too big. I'm tired. I'm old.
Who cuts weight eating sushi? I would like that meal plan if you want to drop it in ClubhouseMMA's DMs.
But remember that? Like after Khabib beat Conor, Georges St-Pierre was around 160, and he was eating sushi, eating very lean, and he was skinny. So everybody, and then he's like, "No, some fighters need to know when to walk away. This is much." And then he's like, "Well," and like last week, "Well, I don't want to look back and think I could have done something."
You're gonna just pick one. But...
I love GSP, and I would love to see that fight. I think honestly, if Khabib beats Geathje, which is a giant test, he should fight honestly GSP and just call it a day for everybody. GSP gets one last paycheck.
Retire for real.
Khabib gets his last paycheck.
That'll be his last fight, won't it?
30, yeah. His goal is 30-0. So if he loses against Geathje, I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know if that's gonna be the end for Khabib.
I don't think he's gonna lose. I don't. Like I have so much respect for Geathje. I really do.
We loved all of his last fights too. He's been on fire.
Just an incredible person, but I don't know.
So your last pick, Khabib.
I think Khabib.
Well, how? Submission, decision, KO? Or, you know,
I don't
TKO.
think it's going to be a knockout. I think he's going to submit him.
You think it could be a ground and pound?
No. I think he's going to submit him. I feel like Gaethje's going to tap out against his own, like...
That's bold. I'll go with Khabib wins via ground and pound. So TKO.
It's bold until somebody's yanking your body part the wrong way out of a socket.
Dude, like he did to Dustin Poirier, like round 1.
That's what I'm saying. Like
then he lets him go. Grabs the gate.
I think
lets him go. Grabs his food.
I think that Khabib is gonna wear him down, and then he's just gonna get into that spot and he's gonna yank whatever he can yank, and that's gonna be the end of it.
Alrighty. Khabib will yank something. It'll be the end of it. Stay weird, my friends.
Stay weird.
This is Josh and Kayla, my wife. We are your guys from your friends. We're not guys anymore. We're your friends from Clubhouse MMA. Chris, we hope you get better soon, buddy. We'll be watching the fights.
Please get better soon.
Yes, get better soon. I'm holding Kayla hostage.
Right,
here.
like I am not a podcast person. I am doing this for you lovely people.
But I appreciate you guys. Guys, don't forget, give us a follow on social media, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, all those things. Stay posted, comment, like, share. I said Instagram multiple times, but it's good. What? Are we good? Are we good?
Yeah.
All right, we'll see you next week. Yow!